Hi everyone, Sir Nintendo Lot here, and in case you haven't noticed, today we're going to do something a little different. I'll be uploading this video on my birthday, my 28th birthday, hooray for me, and I just want to do something different to celebrate, so I want to try making a Mario Maker level in about 15 minutes. I once tried making a level called Pure Platforming in about 30 minutes, but I ended up spending more time than that, so this time I'm going to put myself on a 15-minute timer and do it. So first, let's make things interesting by making the player whoever they want, and if you don't like the costume, you're assigned at random. I have a hidden block with Yu Ayasaki, a cute Japanese girl, to play as instead. And since we're making this level super fast, I don't want to do anything too fancy, so let's focus on traditional platforming. Goomba's a good way to do that, and here's some mushroom platforms, and even though this is kind of eating up time, I want the course to not look completely ugly, so I'll be changing the mushroom colors some. I need to make sure they're close enough that the player can jump to each one, and I don't really have time to test each jump. Let's get rid of that little thing, okay. So I kind of have to exaggerate at times. Let's make a platform over there, and all the player has to do is jump up those mushrooms. My level Beginner Boulevard has a little scene similar to this, but these spike tops should add at least a little bit of difficulty. They'll walk back and forth on the mushroom platforms. And I've wanted to do a trick like this, but never thought of a good way to incorporate it into one of my levels. The player will have to jump on that blue platform, and while it's falling, jump up to those cloud blocks. And if I were mean, I could put hidden blocks somewhere with those clouds to screw the player over, but I won't do that. And it looks like that jump will work out just fine. I'll put some coins here to guide the player a little. The coins are pretty close to that, so let's make it less likely for them to hit their head on a solid block. Now we have to keep making more level, and I don't have much time to think. Moving platforms are always a good little platforming challenge, so let's do that, and maybe if I could just draw a nice square, that would be good. Since these are pretty close together, just a single block each will do, and we'll have them going in opposite directions, so it's less likely that they'll appear in such a way that the player can't reach both of them. We'll have them jump to this instead of a mushroom platform to make things just a little bit different, and I use this trick in my level Pure Platforming a lot, but we're just gonna put another spike top there to make that jump at least something you need to be careful with. And let's use another mushroom platform. Are we really gonna put another spike top on it? Ooh, yeah, maybe a muncher would do better. We'll put one on each side. I played a Iwasaki level that used a bunch of munchers on each side of platforms, and it was a very intense level. Maybe I can draw inspiration from that. And let's see, we'll make the player go from one platform to another, and we'll frame that with 2 munchers. Can we make that jump? I do not think so. Not quite, so it's a good thing I tested that out. We'll make that closer. And in case you're keeping track, I have 5 minutes on the clock already, so I have 10 minutes to go in case that math was tricky for you. And those platforms are getting a little closer than I thought they would, but I still think it's a noteworthy jump since you have to be careful with those 2 munchers. And let's put another grassy dirt platform thingy here for the player to jump on. Do I really want to do the spiked top trick? Maybe, yeah, a red Koopa, just so that he won't go walking off the platform. We'll put him over here so that the player knows he is there. Then again, I guess it could be a she. I don't know why I assumed that Koopa's gender. Let's see if we can do a little something with kicking the shell. I can't get too fancy if I want to stay on my time limit, but man, I just have this thing for not putting 2 colors of the same mushroom right next to each other. I want the shell to back bounce and forth. I don't want the player to be able to jump right to that mushroom, but I also want to make sure that the Koopa shell will bounce to it properly. Maybe if I space that out, I think that'll be good. I just want to test it real fast. A boink and we are good. Do I want to do anything fancier? Yes, I do. A green mushroom, because using the same color twice would be sacrilegious. Let's put another spring there, and well, we can't have the shell going left and do something with it, since that'll just guide the player back to where they were, so we'll make it bounce to the right. And maybe I could add some enemies on those platforms, but we're almost 8 minutes into this, so we kind of have to keep going. I'll make sure the player can't just rush through that section by putting this wall here, and I know it's just for aesthetics, but I can't stand seeing those empty, so I colored that in. And of course there's the block for the shell to break, and to reward the player, let's give them a little shortcut. Given how much stuff there is already, I'm thinking a pipe. That'll lead farther into the level. Oof, sorry about that, Mario. We will put it in here, and the normal pipe will go right there. Let's make a subsection. We're almost 9 minutes into this recording, and I haven't even put a checkpoint in the level yet, so I don't even feel like I'm 1/3 through the level. But I guess, you know, that's kind of the point of rushing through a level in 15 minutes. You've gotta economize, and right now I'm not doing the greatest job of that. but at least my mushroom platforms are pretty. Let's give them a 1-up also. I just need to draw a square. That is not a square. That's not a square either. But that is a square, and we will put a 1-up mushroom on it, and it will be glorious, and the player will be proud of themselves for getting it. Or maybe they won't really care. We'll see. Let's wall that off, and for once I'm actually going to economize and not color all that in. Let's just get to the next section. We're at about 10 minutes right now, so... ooh. Yes, yeah, okay. In case you didn't realize it yourself, if I had kept that pipe on the ground, the shell would have hit it, and that would have made the shortcut impossible to do. So I'm glad I noticed that. Let's see, the player should be able to hit the checkpoint whether they came from the shortcut or the standard pipe. And let's get these pipes hooked to something. I really hate floating pipes. Some people call them naked pipes. So let's color that in at least, and we only have 4 minutes left, so let's just slap a mushroom platform there and a mushroom platform there, and I just need to make them different colors, and I'll put one there too. Yeah, and we'll just make the player keep going up and up and up. I don't want to put an enemy right on the very first platform the player falls on, so let's just put the spike tops there, and I made them blue to make them faster and a bit more challenging. Not that this course is going to be very challenging at all, I don't think, but it's not like I have the time to make a difficult course and test whether or not everything's possible. But anyway, let's give them their checkpoint flag and another mystery costume mushroom. Man, we're at like 12 minutes, maybe we can put a bunch of burners and we'll make them jump to another set of burners that's totally unique and I've never seen it done in a level before. I did make an awful level called Through the Fire and Flames that used a ton of burners. You can check that out if you want. And we'll put a Koopa Troopa there. And I just realized I want to do something a little bit clever, maybe make the player bounce on a cannonball. Yeah, the shooting down will attach the cannons to that. And yeah, we'll make the cannon shoot down. You know, that might be a pretty hard jump. We'll, you know, make that a bit smaller, and if I can get this cannon pointing down too, that'll make things easier. Let's lift him up a bit though. Okay. That should work. Is that possible? I don't really have the time to try this out. We are inching close to 14 minutes, so I'll just make that somewhat easy. Hopefully the cannons spawning at different times won't mess things up too badly, but I am aware that they are going to shoot out at different times. Probably. Hopefully that doesn't screw the player up. And with 1 minute or so left, let's get the player back to the main world. We will put them in this pipe, and we're not even going to really section that off. We'll move the pipe over here and we'll make some ground, and we won't have that pipe naked. It will be attached to something. And let's move the goal where we need it to be. In classic Super Mario Brothers fashion, let's have the player go up a bunch of stairs. And we'll color those in because, you know, it's just not right if you don't color the staircase in. And let's make it easier for the player by putting a hidden block that they can hit, and then they will jump to the flag. And, you know, we'll put the internet's favorite princess, Daisy. Hi, I'm Daisy. All over the place, just in case they miss the jump, they can at least be happy knowing that they are Daisy, and I'm sure that'll make so many people happy. We should probably give it some ground, and we are at 15 minutes right now, so sorry about that, but we just need to make sure this works. Will the player hit that? Yes, they will, and that's awesome. I guess that's everything. We really are out of time, but I'm a bit nervous about how difficult some of these earlier jumps are, especially that blue platform. Maybe we should put a checkpoint somewhere, I guess here. We'll put it up high so that speedrunning players can't get it easily. They'll need to abstain from the mushroom boost that the flag gives you, but if you're not speedrunning, there's a mystery costume for you. And that really took about 16 minutes actually, but we're just gonna say that it took 15 minutes because I was kind of hesitating a bit there near the end, and there was the time I spent selecting the costumes. We'll say it's close enough to 15 minutes. And, oh, Peach, I prefer her over Daisy. I'm being sarcastic about the whole internet's favorite princess thing, in case you didn't realize it. But Yui Asaki, she is so cute and so dead. Sorry. And here we are as Marth. Yeah, hopefully that jump isn't too hard. It helps if you stay on the platform. Oh, here we are as Chibi Robo. I just want to make sure this jump is not too hard. If I have to change it, I'm really gonna be fudging it when it comes to the time limit I gave myself. Oof. Okay, so far the difficulty's not looking too bad. I should watch my head. I guess it's possible to just jump straight to that platform, but that's not easy to do, so I don't think that's a problem. It'll just be a speedrun strat for all you masters out there. And, well, let's just not do the shell this time, since I kinda screwed that up. We'll just never give up and trust our instincts and go the normal way. Plop. Yeah, that little platform with the fast guy is pretty tricky, but doable, and the player will have to watch their head on that jump. And out of the 100 plus costumes they could have given us, they gave us Marth again. That's very weird. That Koopa's not much of a threat. I think that cannonball jump works okay. I really should have just kept it one cannon though, since the player would just hit themselves with one if they went for the first one. And yeah, that little prank I play on the player works out well. It's not like it's killing them or anything. They're just being denied the top of the flagpole and being turned into Daisy. It's a harmless little joke, and it's not like I troll players often in my levels. Hardly ever. I never kill the player unjustly, I just like to mess with them a little. If you haven't watched or played my levels, the part when I break free and the part when I break free again, you should check those out. The joke at the end is pretty neat, if you ask me. The final boss in those levels is really intense. I guess we should save this, you know, since I kind of have to upload it, and there are just so many months of memories. It's hard to believe that I got this game about 2 years ago. I miss back when everyone played it, but nowadays getting people to play my levels is very difficult. There just aren't that many people playing, and most of them who are either like super simple levels or super insanely difficult levels, so that's tough when you kind of prefer making traditional-ish levels. I can't wait until a Super Mario Maker comes out for the Switch. I just have so many ideas jotted down for level ideas, and I guess you can't see the gamepad screen. I don't know if the keyboard came up while I was doing that, but I called the level Marvelously Made in 15 Minutes. And yeah, I know it was kinda 16, but 15 just has a better ring to it. And here we are as the Duck Hunt dog and duck. And, okay, I'm getting better at that jump. I hope that jump isn't too difficult. The rest of the level is kind of easy, so I'm afraid that that one jump will turn a number of people away when they could have done the rest of the level just fine. But there's not really much we can do about it at this point, so let's just follow the shell. And yeah, that's kind of an awkward jump there at the bottom too. Plop. Let's be someone else, Waluigi. Okay. Mario Tennis for the N64 was just so much fun. I wish Mario Tennis games were good again. But yeah, this is a very teeny tiny course. And let's get the top of the flagpole. Let's get the middle of the flagpole. So the course was being in just over a minute. If you go as fast as you can, I wouldn't be surprised if 40 seconds were possible, and I'm a Goomba. I won't harm one of my fellow troops. Let's leave the Koopa Troopa alone. And good jumping. Should I be someone else? Okay. Captain Toad. This game was okay, but there was a whole lot of just fiddling with the camera to get the right perspective on it. And hopefully the player doesn't think there's a goodie if they go jump to the right down there, because there isn't. I didn't really have time to wall that off. At least I got the top of the flagpole this time, though. I really wish I could talk as fast as I play, but I can't. So I'm sorry if this all sounds like it's on delay. It's not. At least I'm Link now. He basically never talks, so I bet he has trouble talking while he plays too. So up we go. And The checkpoint spacing in this level is so awful. I kind of panicked right there at the end, but I mean, those two checkpoints are so close together. That's something I would have definitely changed if I had had more time. But alas, I don't. So that's the course it is as it is, and there is the course ID if you want to play it. Now, I filmed this video like 2 months ago, so there should be a decent number of plays on the course, hopefully. So if you want to see how well people are doing on it, I recommend you check it out for yourself. If I remember, I'll put a link to the Super Mario Maker bookmark page for it down in the description. And that really does it for today. Here are a bunch of mystery costumes for no reason. Thanks for watching. If you enjoyed yourself, please hit that like button. Leave a comment telling me what you thought. Do you want to hear more of me, or do you think my voice is weird and you just want me to shut up? I am interested in hearing your opinion. Please stay tuned. There will be many more ARMS, Splatoon 2, and Mario Kart 8 Deluxe videos on the way. So, have a nice November. If you're American, enjoy your Thanksgiving coming up, and good luck with your holiday shopping. Be sure to check out some of the other videos that have just appeared on your screen. Have a nice day, and see you soon.